What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Scarlet and Great. Thank you so much for listening. This is the best episode of Scarlet and Great ever coming up. We're going to talk about something that you guys always seem to enjoy, the injury update, injury report for this Ohio State football game versus Maryland Terrapins coming up on Saturday, and getting ready to get this team healthy, hopefully for that team up north in the following week. So we have a lot to get to. First and foremost, find me at Twitter on the Twitter machine at Scarlet Great JL. Then I just want to say thank you for getting us over 5,000 subscribers. We said we do a giveaway. We're going to talk about the giveaway on this show right now. So please help us get over to 7,500. Every 2,500, we'd like to do a giveaway. So at least for a while, then we maybe step up the milestones. But you guys did it. You got us over 5,000. Thank you so much. Continue to subscribe. Help us grow. Help us bring you Buckeye content. We're going to be giving away the hoodie, a hoodie very similar to this. I will show it off there for you guys. The Scarlet and Great, the black merch seems to do pretty good. People seem to like that one. And the Scarlet and Great mug, the black mug, which I think is awesome, especially if you're a coffee lover like me. So one lucky fan is going to get that. We will talk about that. We have a loaded show. TreVeyon Henderson's injury, Miyan Williams' injury, Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Can we see him again? And a great defender that's dealing with an injury that you may not have known about. So stay tuned for all that. All right, giveaway time, guys. This is how we're going to do it. You ready? The way we are going to do it, best commenter or the best story about your favorite That Team Up North game memory. So that whoever we're going to go through, we're going to read these comments. Sugar Shane, the Boise Buckeye, Florida Corey, myself, we are going to go through. We're going to say, okay, this person, cries every game that they're out. This person, divorced their wife and set their house on fire because Michigan won. Ooh, that might be a winner. So we're going to go through all of that, and we're going to see who's got the best memory of That Team Up North. So comment below right now, favorite memory of the game. All right, comment on that, and let's get into the show. Injury update, injury news, injury rumors. Jaxon Smith-Njigba. So after the Iowa game, he sees a specialist, right? And the specialist, what the hope was, can he come back by the Maryland game, right? It's about a month out. And coming up this weekend, you figure, can I get some reps to get me healthy for That Team Up North? I am, you guys probably heard the Ryan Day comments. It's hopeful at this point instead of expecting him back, where he's hoping for him back. That's, unless Ryan Day's playing 4D chess, that doesn't sound great to me. If I was a betting man, I'd say maybe 30% chance you see him as a Buckeye ever. Maybe 20% chance you get to see him play That Team Up North. I'm not sure what you guys think, but now you're talking about tweaking in a hammy. I don't know. Hammies, I've had a hamstring injury. For me, it never really went away. Although if I had to, if I had to do what I need to do, I can do it. That's probably the way his is, but it just gets worse when he goes high intensity game like football, planning, cutting, jumping, stretching, etc. It's really odd because just seeing the way it went down, I never thought it would be that big of a deal. It really seems to have been. So with Ryan Day's comments saying, with soft tissue injury and just someone saying, I've seen a specialist, I played twice, and, I played and it seems to gotten tweaked. I just don't see what the path back is. It seems like it's a thing that shouldn't be as bad as it is. Maybe if that makes sense, it just shouldn't be that bad. I mean, he's ran a few routes and it hurt it both times. So I want to know what you think. Comment JSN if you think he will be back. comment NFL if you think he is gone. And let's get into this. How about this one? The Ohio State running back room is made of glass. We had this thing, mine's out, Trey's out, mine's out, Trey's out. And I, for one, said, I don't believe it. I think these are stinger, just little bruise injuries. And I even tweeted out a couple weeks ago, hey, mine's out this game, so Trey will be out. Or Trey's out this game, so mine will be out next game. Well, come to find out, Trey sat out 2 weeks in a row, right? So maybe there was a legitimate injury there. And then you saw what you saw with Miyan. That didn't look very good last week. So you have the top 2 guys down. You lost Evan Pryor before the beginning of the season. You had Chip Trayanum that converted back to running back to help the running back depth issue. He was banged up. So in essence, you had 4 guys out in 1 week. And I was told, as the pecking order went, that Chip Trayanum Trayanum, I should say, is actually was above Dallan Hayden on the depth chart. Like you may find that hard to believe because Dallan Hayden's looked awesome every time he's winning the game. And he's actually gotten more reps, fresher as a running back here. But, it's not like Chip hasn't played the position before, right? So take that for what it's worth. I will say this. Dallan Hayden is super impressive. If I take am I calm for this week? Maryland, an outmatched opponent, should be an outmatched opponent. We've got caught looking ahead with them before. Didn't result in a loss. But anyways, I think that with an opponent you should beat soundly, that Dallan Hayden is okay. And by okay, I mean, I think he is amazing for a true freshman. Like this video, if you think that Dallan doesn't look like a true freshman, shout out to Tony Alford. This is 3 times we've seen it now. You saw it with J.K. Dobbins. You saw it with TreVeyon Henderson. Now you're seeing it with Dallan Hayden, true freshman. True freshmen aren't supposed to just step in and look as good as they do, as those 3 did at Ohio State. He has done that. This is big, big time football to go from a high school player to a college player. Even if you're a great high school player, to go to a college player at the Ohio State University and still look great, that is so impressive. And we knew Dallan Hayden was a good recruit. I didn't know that anybody thought he'd be this good this early. I really love watching him play. And honestly, I think he looks like as good as most teams' number 2 and as good as most plenty of team starters. If you went around a lot of Big Ten schools and probably even a lot of Power 5 schools, I would almost say Dallan Hayden gives the backups a run for their money. He's really, really doing something awesome. So Dallan Hayden, will you see an increased role this week? I think so, because here, I don't think there's any way Miyan plays. You want to talk about injuries? Miyan Williams, you saw the way he went out of the game. You know what's coming up the next game. You got to get these guys healthy, right? No way. No way Miyan plays. The biggest thing is, do you think Trey plays a little? I was told it was a situation where he's available to play. Then you balance, well, if he's just available, do you even play him at all? I would think maybe you do, just to not absolutely destroy Dallan Hayden, and you maybe give him a handful, maybe 10 carries. Talking about Trey to absolute death. I think you're going to see something like 5 to 10 carries for TreVeyon Henderson. I think you're going to see 5 for Chip. I think you're going to see 5 for I would love to see finally seeing Chip Trayanum play, and I would like to see Dallan Hayden play as well. So obviously, I'm thinking 5 to 10 for TreVeyon, probably 5 for Dallan, 5 for Chip, and Xavier Johnson. We saw that he could carry the ball effectively in a pinch, kind of. You've seen this before, wide receivers converting over. I think New England started it a long time ago with Cordell Patterson, jumping him over to be a running back. Look, he's being a running back full time now. So I think you're going to have to just patchwork quilt this together. but I have full confidence in Dallan Hayden that even if there's no Trey, look, if Chip is ahead, like I'm told, on the pecking order of Dallan, and Dallan's that good, Chip and Trey, what was that TreVeyon and Miyan light, right? That's fine. Go let our workhorses rest up because I think you're going to need them. I don't think you need both necessarily to beat that team up north, but you would love your chances much more to have that depth back there. One more key injury. Remember, guys, we're doing the the giveaway, excuse me. In this coming up, we'll announce it probably in the next video, latest 2 videos. Combing through the comments, your favorite, that team up north memory for hoodie and for mug. All right. Last thing here, a key injury or a stinger injury, something that's been nagging at a great defensive player. I think the MVP of the defense, maybe the best player on the defense, Tommy Eichenberg. I've been told that he's had a wrist injury that he's been dealing with last several weeks. And that has made it to where he doesn't want to lunge out and just grab with his hands and make those tackles. Now, obviously, you don't want to make arm tackles when you can, but there are times you do need to extend your reach to try to grab the player. That is something to look at going forward, because in that team up north's game coming up, you definitely want to make every single tackle you can, whether it's, you think about reaching tackles. You think about running backs cutting back? You think about stretching sideline to sideline. Can you get can you reach out maybe on a bubble screen or something to make that tackle to get Michigan behind the chains? That heavy run offense obviously is probably not going to be nearly as efficient if it's behind the chains. So you really got to think about how good is our defensive MVP's wrist holding up? Will he feel 100% like himself, and will he feel 100% comfortable with going out and just grabbing somebody's leg, grabbing somebody's jersey if they're at the tip of his reach and he can't wrap up or drive through them? Be watching out for that. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wind the video down. Remember, like, comment, share, everything you can do to help us grow this channel. You've been awesome. Comment below about your favorite memory of that team up north game, and we are going to give you some SnG swag. As always, goodbye, God bless, and go Bucks.